Do you feel that our elected representatives truly represent us? I don't, and that's why I'm running for Congress. Hi, my name is Debbie Bacigalupi, and California is my home, as it has been my family's home for 6 generations. I grew up in Northern California as the daughter of ranchers and farmers. I've worked in our local high-tech and biotech industries. I've seen firsthand how hard we work in this state, how innovative we can be, how much we want to work hard to earn something to pass on to our children. And I'm concerned. Our elected representatives should listen to us. They should hear us when we tell them of our concerns. They should be responsive when we share our fears with them. This election is about quality of life. The right answer isn't left or right. It's about getting the right balance. While certain plans like the Grand Boulevard Initiative, the One Bay Area Plan, transit villages sound really great in theory, upon closer inspection, we find that the long-term unintended consequences of these initiatives will have is undesired and permanent impact on our quality of life. California was once the 5th largest economy in the world. We're now the 9th. Our schools were number 1. We're now 47th. Everyone wants to reward our hardworking public officials, but when we let things get out of balance by electing leaders who focus only on one interest group, then we head in the wrong direction. Multi-billion-dollar California industries such as biotech, high-tech, agriculture, wine, and tourism contribute to our state's prosperity. Yet today, we face bankruptcy while our local, state, and federal governments spend more of our money on things we don't want or need right now. Our own district suffers too. Pacifica's financial status was recently downgraded. Ranchers and farmers along our coast are concerned. A pending farm bill in Congress comprised of 80% food stamps and 20% agriculture is not the answer. Business owners along El Camino Real struggle with how to make it in America as new state and federal government regulations and taxes add to an already burdensome load. While we are told a few thousand jobs here and there are created, thousands more disappear as the private sector closes shop and talented college graduates move to states that are more affordable. This is tax revenue that could have helped our communities, our schools. This is revenue that could have helped another family in need. As someone who is looking forward to serving you, I believe you should know as much as possible about our government's plans. Here are just a few more facts I believe you should know in order to plan for the future. Regulators at both the federal and state level are on a path to reduce the amount of stored water by removing vital dams across our nation. Our own Hetch Hetchy is under consideration right now. This is our drinking water, our water for growing food, our water for survival. The federal government now controls the student loan program. What hoops must our children jump through to get a higher education? The federal government controls over 90% of the mortgage industry. What will be required for a family simply to buy a home? Obamacare will strip Medicare of $716 billion. We'll add 20 new taxes. Are you prepared for a lower standard of care and higher premiums? 159 new bureaucracies will control our health care. For women, we wanted more control and more personal service, but now we get less. Breast cancer radiologists are worried too, with the limits that will be placed on mammograms. The small price of a copay is trivial when your mother's life is on the line from inadequate and untimely care. I don't represent a political party. I don't represent an out-of-date ideology. I'd simply like to represent you, to hear you, and to give you the truth. I want to be someone you can be proud of, to call your congresswoman. Do you believe we can do better? I do. And that's why I'm asking for your vote on November 6th.